morning, viewers. My name is Ido Patri. You are welcome to another interesting edition of Clean Slate on Abuja City Journal, Abuja City TV. And today to discuss and analyze topical issue with me this morning is Mr. Olalekan Adigun. Mr. Olalekan Adigun, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Thank God.
Your face is shining.
Oh, well, I rub the cream actually.
Created a lot of controversy over the last couple of days as regards the FG delegation to COP28 in Dubai, as in 422 delegates, the FG delegation. What do you make of that? Because people are reacting to it, seeing this is the highest number that we have seen so far, considering the economies as in situation that we have. People are condemning the action of the government. But yesterday, the Minister of Information came out and debunked those numbers. He said that no, the FG is not FG that is funding the 1,421 delegates. That FG is only funding 422 delegates out of that number. What will you make of that, Mr. Adego?
Yes, first of all, I think we should understand one or two things about some of these things, because the Tinubu administration, with due respect, is making similar mistake with Buhari in the area of communication. And even when the reactions come, you begin to ask yourself, why do you need this long time to even get this out? Now on Saturday, I think what's his name now? The senior special assistant to the president of media publicity, that special advisor. Ajayi.
Okay, Temitope Ajayi.
Yeah, Temitope Ajayi actually wrote an article stating that, okay, it's not all the people in the delegation that were funded by FG, that some were... The question is, why parading them? What do they have to do?
What are they bringing to the
what
table?
Are they bringing to the table? What do they have to offer? With due respect to some of their intellectual capacity or their...
Just need to put his feet on the ground.
House of Lagos is certainly not the Tinubu we know as president of the Federal Republic. And it's obvious that the president...
Are you saying he's not in charge?
Yes, I will say so, because the Tinubu of 23 years ago, who was governor of Lagos in 1999, was in charge of his administration, but in the presidency, it seems the presidency is bigger than him. So many of... In fact...
Is it that we're having a presidency inside the presidency?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because for those that have been inside the hall, that have had the opportunity of being around the villa, that there seems to be a spirit that comes on you. When you occupy that position, and you begin to, that's why you see Tinubu jettisoning even old allies, allies like Chibisi Akonde, allies,
Are they complaining?
They won't complain, because, they have the, privilege of being friends of the president. It's an office these days. I'm the friend to the president. I'm the wife to the president. I'm the friend to the wife of the president. In fact, even the president's son.
Name dropping.
Even the president's son is an office, kind of. So people enjoy that privilege. But hey, if you look at the Tinubu administration as it's currently set up, you will see that you can tell that he seems to have lost the plot. He seems to have really lost the bearing that he was coming with, because he was not expecting what he was going to get in the villa. And Buhari made the same mistake. People made the same mistake with
like 7 senior special assistants on media. You have the like of Bayo Ononuga. You have the likes of what's his name, Ajuri.
Yes.
You have Temitope Ajayi.
Yes.
You have the list keep going on and on.
Yes.
But for a novice, you think maybe the president want to disseminate information, pass information across to the people as much as possible.
You will now see so much errors. Look at the still on this Dubai issue. Maybe we should stay on this Dubai issue. When what's his name? Ajuri signed a statement saying that the Nigerian government has, like 3-4 days later, Ajuri made the same mistake. He said, he went to, when the president went to the UN summit, he said he was the first African president to... The former president of Tanzania, Jakaya Kikwete, was there. Even Goodluck Jonathan at some point. They came out with a corrigendum, the day after a watery corrigendum, if you ask me. You don't need that. What do you need that for? Why are you always getting ahead of yourself, despite having this army of, information aid? None of them could even do simple fact checking. There should be, even in that organogram of in that or cacophony, if you ask me, of media aids, none of them could even specify. Before you go public, then why do you have that number? Why do you have that number? So the same thing the president is repeating. You now come out to say, oh no, these ones are funded by the president, this one are funded by the FG, these ones were funded from at all levels of government.
The thing is, this is the government that came in when they came in 6 months ago with so much noise about cutting the cost of governance. Like you just said, if you are cutting cost of governance
up to 50
ministers, and you said you are cutting, you want to cut the cost of governance.
Let's even talk about the look at the ministries. You have Minister for Science, Innovation, Science and Technology. You still have Minister for Innovation.
And you still have State Minister for Innovation.
You still have, as far as MT.
Do we really even need 50 ministers?
I don't think so. As far as I'm concerned, if not for the problem started with this bogus indigenes were saying that no, they are entitled to one minister. Even
they got that during this.
Yes, they got that under the Tinubu. Let us see it in action.
Let it manifest.
Let it manifest. Look at this COP 28. It's just another. A lot of these are just people, and I have it on clear information that some people just had interest in going to Dubai because of the visa
issue. This is an opportunity for them to
This was just an opportunity for them to just visit Dubai again. Because and even from what I even gathered, some of them were having problems with the Dubai government, with drug-related matters, crimes, which made them even banned the visa, so to say. But you now see some of these clowns parading themselves as climate activists, climate change.
Do you think, if you are advising the president now, don't you think it's a time for him, as in, to step it or to up his game and just let's have a scapegoat from this? I think someone should be responsible for this.
Now, what I would say here is that we have a national calamity, at hand, and it will start from the appointment. The president got it wrong from the appointment of the chief of staff, because if you ask me, the chief of staff, to the president.
Are you saying the box stop at the chief of staff?
The first wrong appointment the president made was the appointment of the chief of staff. That's just the truth.
How will you explain that?
Now, somebody that will play the role of chief of staff is not someone with political ambition. It's someone who is ready to
Is Femi Gbajabiamila announcing a political ambition?
He has, somebody that was just speaker immediately. When you talk about chief of staff is someone who is ready to, okay, I'm going to do this job irrespective of who is offended. I'm not going to pacify, because you are like the gatekeeper of the president. You are the gatekeeper of the president. Nothing goes to the president without you saying it. Nothing comes in without you saying it. But all these things happen, this anyhowness, before you know what is happening, the chief of staff was in Wike's house trying to. That's not what a chief of staff should be doing in a cooking competition. And you tell me you are chief of staff? Is that not wrong appointment? Before Fashola was appointed chief of staff to Tinubu, when he was governor of Lagos. That was after Lai Mohammed resigned to go and contest for governor of Kwara. So if you ask me, Babatunde Fashola is still the best chief of staff that Tinubu had. Because even, let me tell you what is happening, Fashola never really had a political ambition. It was Tinubu that brought him, because he knew that Tinubu needed someone he can control when he leaves office. That's why he chose Fashola.
So you cannot combine ambition, as in with for you to be a good chief of staff.
Chief of staff, it's not
combining political ambition, which seems to it's like a distraction.
He said this is going to be disastrous because he doesn't even have the charisma, of the national security advisor. No, if national security, these are positions, chief of staff to the president, national security advisor. These are positions that require you to, to be kind of withdrawn from. You don't need to enjoy the media. You don't need to tout media attention. You don't need all that. But what do we see? You will see national security advisor in labor, you in labor matter, coming to intervene in labor matters. That is not your job.
So you should be at the backstage.
You do your job. Security advisor presents direct reports to the president. Are you getting my point? All the security report from the Department of State Security, National Intelligence Agency goes to the chief of, and from that communicates to the president. You must be so busy on daily basis to be chief of staff, to be national security, and that's why national security advisor is one position, and Ribadu as national security. Those are two disastrous appointments, if you ask me. And that is why the president now tried to correct the mistake by bringing in Muri Okunola, as principal private secretary to try to correct that mistake, but it was too late.
So you are saying for the Tinubu government to get itself back on track, as in the chief of staff and the NST have to go.
Now, the president defines. Patrick, let me tell you something. The Tinubu administration has really